So before I started Final Key, I lacked a lot of confidence in myself. I didn't feel like good in my body. I was having low energy, poor digestion. I was having breakouts on my face, on my back. It wasn't fun. I mean, I was having stomach issues, bowel issues. My mental health wasn't the greatest either. I was anxious all the time, seasonal depression here and there. After starting Final Key, I immediately noticed increased energy. My skin started to clear up. I wasn't bloated. Like I wasn't having stomach pains anymore. Like I used to just feel bloated and like full all the time. And so after starting, I don't feel that way anymore. I mean, I can actually eat a meal and like not feel like I need to go lay on the couch for an hour before doing anything. I've also lost 25 pounds, which has been an amazing reward on top of it. I don't know, I feel just like a happier person overall. I'm actually also off of all of my medications that I used to take. My anxiety's gone down. I feel like I don't experience seasonal depression anymore. I feel like you hear all the time programs like, oh, all programs like say that they're going to help you. All programs say they're going to make sure it's like catered to you. I had seen other nutritionists. I was ready to try anything. I was so sick of where I was at. So I was a little afraid, but I was ready to just try anything. Yeah, so I felt like some of those fears and stuff went away just automatically, like the structure of the program. I had my weekly calls and I looked forward to those because I was like, all right, I can talk to my nutritionist and my coach, and if I had anything, she'd be able to talk me down, like talk me off the ledge. I think just having the structure of, all right, I log my food, I have my calls, like I would be given different tasks to help myself. I think also the key cards, especially making sure every Sunday I'm writing down my goals for the week. That really helped me. So my experiences in the past before starting Final Key, I felt like it wasn't tailored to me. It was just general advice that was probably years old. It was probably nothing new, and like food guidelines or whatever that were followed way back then before we know what we know now. I felt like I wasn't being given the right information. And then I was told too, like when I was like, I feel like this isn't working. Oh, just stick it out. Like, well, like it'll start to work. And I was like, but it's not working for me. So I think Final Key really works with you. And if you say that something, you feel like something's not working, we take it a step back and we try and look at the bigger picture. Okay, well, what do we think's not working? And with my old nutritionist, it wasn't like that. It was just do what they said and I'll be better. Just to trust myself and do it. I think that was the hardest thing, was like that self-trust piece is I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I doubted myself and I wasn't in a good spot before starting Final Key. If I could go back in time knowing what I know now before starting Final Key, I would probably tell myself just to trust it and to stick with it. And I think that was something that was hard for me before starting Final Key, is I didn't trust myself enough to stick to anything. If something immediately didn't work, I was like, nope, doesn't work. I mean, I eventually learned that. Don't get me wrong. I'm there now. I've learned to trust myself. But yeah, I wish I could just say to trust myself. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard to change your life, and it's hard to make these changes when you live a certain way for all your life. Like this program has just helped so much, and I wish I could go back and tell myself, like, you got it. Well, if I could give someone advice about this program when starting it, I would say it's, first of all, it's totally normal to be nervous. I mean, nerves are normal. And I was nervous when I first started. I wasn't sure what the outcome was going to be, but stick with it, because no matter what you feel when you first start, no matter how hard you feel it is, it's worth it in the end. I mean, you gain so much from it. If you were to ask me like 10 months ago, I would have told you, I don't know, nothing's working. I can't do this. And this is, my mindset has completely changed because I did do it. I see the differences. My family and friends see the differences. I mean, it's changes your life and for the better. My gut and bowel issues were horrible. I was full all the time. I mean, I would have a meal and I would literally feel like I would need a nap immediately, or that I would need to sit for 30 minutes to an hour because I my stomach hurt and I was felt bloated and that I couldn't move. My bowel movements weren't regular. I had so much discomfort. It was horrible. I also used to think I was lactose intolerant. I mean, I there were foods that I couldn't eat. I mean, I healed my gut and I found out that it was my gut was the problem and that I didn't have a healthy gut and that's why I couldn't eat those foods. Yeah, it's definitely changed so much and for the better. My mental health before Final Key, I was not in a good place. Before starting Final Key, I had just graduated college and I was anxious all the time. I mean, like there were times where I couldn't go out and do things because my anxiety would get in the way. I would get seasonal depression like in the winters. I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to sit at home. I wanted to lay in bed. I had no energy, no drive to want to do anything. I was on medications for like 4 or 5 years. And if anything, those didn't help. They just suppressed the emotions and made me feel worse in the end. And after starting Final Key and healing my gut, I've now managed to get off of all the medications that I was taking. I can go do things with my friends and with my family and not feel anxious about it. I don't have seasonal depression. Like this past winter was amazing. I went out, I did stuff. I didn't want to be indoors all the time. I managed to still go get my walks in every day, even when it was freezing. It held me back a lot. It held me back doing fun things with my friends, with my family, even just doing things myself. And overall, I just feel like I'm a happier person. And my friends see it, my family see it, my boyfriend sees it. I mean, they can just tell that I'm a much happier person. I was cranky all the time. I mean, I would get into like little arguments with people just because I wasn't happy. Nothing that they did, but it was me and I wasn't happy. And changing that, I mean, my relationship with my boyfriend, my sister, my parents, like it's all improved. My work days are definitely better. I mean, I would go to work and I'd be exhausted by 1, 2 o'clock and I would just want to go home. And now I can make it through my day. And not only can I make it through my day, but I can come home from my long day of work and still have the energy to want to work out and get things done around the house. Whereas before, I would want to get home and do nothing. I have lost 25 pounds since starting this program. I tell everyone this, I tell all my family this as well. Before starting this program, I felt like I was on a yo-yo cycle, and I know that that term is kind of used a lot in this program. I mean, I would lose weight, I would put it back on, lose weight again, put it back on, and that was all done in unhealthy ways. I would lose weight and it was for unhealthy reasons. And yeah, like I would look at myself and be like, "Oh, yeah, like all right, I lost weight." But I still wasn't happy. I still didn't feel like everything was fixed. And now with this program, I've learned to trust myself and stick with it. I think another important thing too is, yeah, I learn all these tools and we're all still human and there's going to be days where you might not have a good day, but I've learned to hop back on that train and jump right back into it. Whereas before I would maybe fall off a little bit and it would take me weeks, if not months, to get back on. And now I feel like it's all right. Maybe I made a poor decision today, but tomorrow I'm right back on it. Oh yeah, I think I trust myself a lot more than I ever have. I mean, I trust myself to get my things done. I trust myself with my food decisions. I mean, I used to go to parties or gatherings and I would be like, "Oh, I know I'm gonna like I would have it in my head beforehand. Well, today's already done because I know I'm making bad decisions." And now I look at it and I say, I know that there's gonna be foods there that I don't like to eat anymore, but that's okay. Like I'm gonna make sure I have what I can eat and I'm still gonna have fun. I don't worry about it. Before Final Key, I was making food choices based on what I thought was easy and what I thought tasted good or what I thought was healthy. I mean, at the end of the day, I thought I was dieting and I ended up just gaining weight instead of losing it. I feel like I lost the weight in a healthy way. And I feel like I did it at a good pace and that I did it the right way, not the wrong way. And I feel like it makes it so much more rewarding knowing that I did it in a healthy way. And I feel like I'm happier about it. Like I don't think in the past I've been this happy about it. And I still would critique myself, you could say, and be like, oh, well, I still want to, or I still need to lose this or want to lose this. And now I just look at myself and I'm happy about how I look because I know that I'm still working towards my goals and that I can get there.